Hey Gemini, welcome back. I'm so glad to be here. And I want to tell you that a night or two ago, I did a live event on YouTube, which was phenomenal. I was up there for 5 hours just doing free readings for people, and it went very well. But in the very beginning of that session, I I kind of explained what was going on with me and why I've been gone for so long. So if you're interested in understanding that, you can listen to like the first 5 or 10 minutes of that video, and it explains what was going on with me. But with that said, I'm here, I'm back, I'm ready to do your March reading. And before I get started, I wanted to show you the decks that I will be using for your reading, and these are available for purchase on my website. Brand new. I do have a distributor. It's a legit store. You know, it's not just a regular little teeny tiny shop. And so I've worked very, very hard on that. But anyway, this is the Mystic Dreamer Tarot. This is so pretty. Such a gorgeous, it's kind of got a Victorian feel to it, but this is one of the cards up there. It's super pretty. This is the 9, I believe. Yes, 9 of Cups. I love this deck. I'll also be using the Sacred Spirit Oracle. This deck, again, is also gorgeous. It's really, really pretty. And I will also use the White Sage Tarot. This is to clarify anything that I get with the Mystic Dreamer Tarot. And again, the decks are just really, really cute. I mean, this one is just super cute. It has a lot of animals in this deck instead of people for the court cards. And the last deck I'll use is the Divine Doors. This is more of inspirational cards, the type of card that you would choose daily in the morning to get a message for the day, something like that. But it usually melds well with the message coming through in the reading, so that's why I like to use it. And the other interesting thing about this deck, and it's a fairly new deck on the market, but the other interesting thing on this deck is that the back of every single card has a different image. There's a different doorway, a type of doorway. So, you know, no two doorways will lead to the same path is usually what this means. So every message here has a different doorway that leads you in some direction or other. So that's that. Okay, Gemini. So now that I've got that out of the way, I wanted to welcome all new subscribers or anybody new to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm not going to waste any more time chit-chatting. I'm just going to get into your reading. But I will say that while I was gathering my stuff together to prepare for this reading, I was feeling a sense of urgency with Gemini. Where this is coming from, I'm not sure. But it seems like a heightened anxiety that I'm feeling with you, Gem. So let's see what these cards have to say. And I feel like it might have to, like there's a hurry. You know, I feel like there's some sort of hurry, a rush to get something done, or it's causing anxiety. And, you know, obviously my advice to you is to slow down a little bit, because it doesn't matter how urgent you feel inside. Time moves at its own pace. So, let's see. All right, Gemini, for March 2019. First card out is the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you know, that goes without saying. Two of Pentacles, you're juggling too much, Gemini. Then we have the Five of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Five of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay. Ooh, Gemini. So, the foundation, the overall, is this knight, the Knight of Swords. I don't feel particularly good about this card here. This card, to me, is really seeming like your overall energy right now is definitely that rushing in to do something, rushing in to conquer something. But there's not too much thought put in with this one. Okay, with this card, this is somebody who's thought things through. Yes, but it's very impulsive, very, very impulsive, and I feel like with this card, especially with the Five of Cups coming up right after it, you may be going into something super fast, kind of spontaneously, and it could be the way you're coming at a person or at somebody that you work with or a job opportunity. I think if you slow down and just kind of pace yourself with this, you'll have a better result, because coming in this swiftly, it's going to end up in the Five of Cups, where there's going to be some regret there. There's going to be some like, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that, But the reason this is happening is because there's a bit of exhaustion here with maybe something that you're committed to. I really feel like you give a lot, okay? I feel like you give a lot. I think you give so much and it's not coming back. You're not seeing the return on anything that you give out. And I feel like that you're just really fed up with that. You're really fed up with not seeing a return. You give material things, you don't see anything back. You give an emotional... I only see one card here that shows anything emotional, and that's the Five of Cups. But that doesn't say, that doesn't mean that any other energy here, your heart isn't being felt. I just feel like whatever has been going on with you has been closing that heart chakra off. And so it's hard to deal with people on an emotional level when you feel like that's being stripped from you. And so I feel like that's what's been happening. But you are committed to whatever this is. You're committed. And I don't think you're going to leave a situation, not anytime soon, at least for the majority of you Geminis. I don't think, whatever this has to be, if it's I am getting so tongue-tied. Thank you, Mercury retrograde. But whether this is a job or a love relationship, I don't think that you're leaving anytime soon. It just feels like you are committed to this, but there's certain things that you're not going to tolerate anymore that you've been tolerating, and you're over it. You really want to start over. You want to start over with this, whatever this is. And if it's not meant for you, you want to be given a clear sign that it's not meant for you, so you can start off on your own path. Even then, I don't think it would be that easy for you to do that. But I'm going to clarify this Knight of Swords with the White Sage Tarot and find out why that's here. Oh, that's too many. Yeah, your energy's really all over the place. I think you're having a hard time communicating with people, because I'm having a difficult time communicating in this reading. There's sort of like a chaos going on within, Why is this Knight of Swords here? There's the King of Pentacles. Yeah, the provider. This isn't gender specific either, so. 10 of Cups. And the High Priestess. Okay. And this has to do with the home or your foundation. You know, the reason the Knight of Swords is here and coming in swiftly the way they are is because, well, one, you're not taking the time to listen to your inner voice. I think some of you think you might be, where you're like, well, I heard this thought and it keeps going on, and it's like this perpetuating thought, you know, this thought that just keeps going over and over and over again in your mind, and you're looking at that as the message from spirit or your intuition telling you what to do, and that's not what it is. What's going on is a lot of chatter in the brain. There's a whole lot of chatter. You're not taking much time to sit and relax and go within. You're finding busy work to do. You're finding things to keep your mind busy. It's sort of like blocking out the thoughts that are going through your head, or to focus on them even more. It's one or the other. And if you're focusing on them even more, you're kind of creating this sort of storm within, and you're ready to come at people and stand your ground. I think you have been building the argument over and over in your head, or you know, of how you envision this conversation when it takes place, how it would go. And but with that, you're not using your intuition, and I know that because we've got the High Priestess in reverse, and this is in regards to what makes you feel abundant emotionally, what makes you feel fulfilled emotionally, because that's what's happening with the Five of Pentacles here. You're not feeling fulfilled, you're not feeling abundant at all. But I can say that looking at the bottom here, coming out of March, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Judgment, and then the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is normally that equal give and take, but I am going to clarify that to see if this is equal, or if this is still unbalanced, because right here in the opposite corner we've got the Two of Pentacles, which is an imbalance. So let me see, coming out with the Six of Pentacles, what this looks like for you coming out of March. Page of Swords. Oh, that's even worse than the Knight of Swords. You know, this may also, oh, the Knight of Wands. Yeah, you're definitely going to be taking some action. This may also have to do with children. So if you have children that are just getting on your last nerves, this could be. And the Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Oh, yeah, you're looking, you're evaluating everything. You're very, you know, with the Seven of Pentacles, sheesh. The Seven of Pentacles here, you're evaluating everything. And when I read, I'm a medium. Oh, and so cards and these types of readings are my second nature. The very first thing, you know, on the top of my list of what it is that I like to do is I'm a medium. So I'm very connected to the spiritual realm. And I take on massive amounts of energy, massive, and they do knock me down for a while at times, because it gets so massive that it doesn't matter how much I try to ground my energy or meditate or any of that, it still feels overwhelming. So with that being said, the energy that I'm picking up for you, Gemini, is intense. I am really having a difficult time speaking clearly through this reading, and everything is just falling, and my coordination is off. And so I really want to say that whatever this energy is going on with you, it's pretty intense, and you're having a difficult time grounding this energy and working through it. And I really advise you to take caution with that, because I don't think you're wrong. Let me just say that first and foremost. I don't think you're wrong, Gemini, and actually my heart goes out to you because I feel like you're just at your wit's end and you're really frustrated with whatever this is. This does have the potential to have a much better outcome than what I'm being shown here. And what I'm being shown here is basically you saying, I've had enough, I can't do this anymore, and ready to verbally cut anybody down that comes around you. You're ready to yield, wield that sword around and start cutting people. And so Spirit is just asking, even though you are correct in the way you feel, you have every right to feel the way you do, just take a step back, because this type of energy that's going on within can be dangerous to you. It could, for some, in a more extreme cases, you could end up in jail. And for others, mild cases, you could just end up feeling real sad, real regretful that, you allowed this frenzy, so to speak, to take control of you, And so, yeah, let me see what these sacred spirit cards say. There are two paths ahead. Yeah, sacred divinity. There's two paths. You have a choice to make. You have a choice, Voice your concerns. It's okay, you can. And if this isn't okay, so I'm feeling for the majority of you Geminis that this has to do with somebody else. If you're not partnered up, or this doesn't have to do with a particular person or group, this could very well be your finances, okay? Feeling chaotic, but still the energy is here and it means the same, and it's still the same message. So basically, it's like still needing to ground your energy and bring it back is more conducive. You will see better results. This process, whatever is going on, is still going to take the same amount of time to work through, no matter if you're excitable or calm. It's still going to take the same amount of time. But the end result would be, really relies on your energy and how you're able to ground that and control it. Because there are two paths ahead. There definitely are. You can go the real rambunctious routing in wild way, or you can go the calm, centered, and thought out way. And you'll have two outcomes. And I'm willing to bet that if you take the calm approach, the more centered approach, you will end up at a much better place. Let's see one more of these sacred. Yeah, you may just leave something behind out of just being fed up, because we've got new direction. And again, depending on how you take that leap of faith, how you head in that direction. And you've got 3 5s here on the table, by the way, too. So you may even want to look up the spiritual meaning of the number 5. There is a massive change coming for you. And I don't have the World card or the Wheel of Fortune or anything, or the Death, or, cards like that. And I don't even have cards that are like 9s or 10s here, other than the 10 of Pentacles to clarify this Knight of Swords. But with that being said, the change is coming. It's just slow, but it's a change nonetheless. And if you look at the spiritual meaning of 555, it is a change that's coming. That's what it means spiritually. There's a change coming. You've got the 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, and then we've got 5, the number 5 card, between worlds. And it's exactly like I said. When you look it up, you can Google it, the spiritual meaning of 555s, and it will tell you that there is a big change coming. It is uncomfortable. It does not feel good, but you definitely have a choice on how you work through this change. And I think that's what you're not used to, and this isn't easy for you. So just prepare. And look, I'm just dropping everything. But let me see the divine doors. What else do we have for you, Gemini? it's like the anxiety's too built up to even feel emotionally sad about it, you know? Because part of me wants to feel sad, but I'm too focused, too energized to feel sad. Distant dream. The distance calls your heart to roam free. As you dare dream it, so must it be. Yeah. Like there's this urgency, like I said right in the beginning, there's this urgency with you. An urgency for change. What else? Secret sketches. Wander and seek the familiar and friendly, kind. Draw memories and sketches for others to find. Hummingbird song. Nectar of sweetness and joy it brings. The hummingbird's healing as meditation it sings. Yeah. Okay. And then at the bottom of the deck, freedom flows. So, I feel like whatever it is that's going on with you, especially with the secret sketches, you're definitely keeping this to yourself. But like I said, again, there's this urgency going on with you, and you are containing it, you know, kind of like imploding. You're containing it. But with the hummingbird song, it's saying that meditation is probably the best path right now. You need to go within and not think so rash. Yeah, that's what I'm getting, Gemini. I mean, this is kind of a really I don't want to say heavy, because I don't feel a heaviness. It just feels thick, if that makes sense. Like there's so many layers to what's going on with you that you can't even sum it up in one tarot reading. It goes a lot deeper with you, Gemini. So I find that very odd. I'm not used to that type of reading. But anyhow, that's what I was getting for you. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell so when I do go live to do free readings, you are notified and you can get a chance to get a free reading as well. Anybody interested in booking a personal reading, you may do so at my website. All the information is in the description box below. Thank you so much for coming, and I will speak to you soon. Thanks, Gemini.